Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be reacting to the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoff predictions that I made February, I'm pretty sure, maybe even January. Um, Obviously it's going to be just like I did for like the Cup Series, for example. Obviously I'll react to it, and hopefully I will not be molding at all, but I guess we'll find out. So let's just get right into the video. And yes, just like in the Cup Series as well, the green screen will be seen, just so it can, no more confusions at all. So let's just get right into it now. On the certain category, I have Justin Allgaier from Junior Motorsports, Josh Berry also from Junior Motorsports, Jonathan Nemechek from Joe Gibbs Racing, Cole Custer from Stewart Haas Racing, Austin Hill from Richard Childress Racing, Brian Jones from Junior Motorsports, and Sheldon Creed from Richard Childress Racing. That is actually not too bad. Only one is Brandon Jones. Now, to be fair, obviously, the reason why I said Brandon Jones, I think many people might have also said Brandon Jones even, was because of the equipment, Junior Motorsports. Obviously, that car alone, in that number 9 car alone, won how many? Like 6 races or something. So it was quite a lot of races that 9 car won last year from the hands of Noah Gragson. But I was not expecting Brandon Jones to fall off this hard. I mean, he was pretty good for Joe Gibbs Racing in the 19 car, but then he just fell off. Like, I don't know what happened to him. Like, everyone else for Junior Motorsports are in. All guy pretty sure got like 3 wins. Barry, I mean, he didn't get any, but I mean, still point his way in. And even Sam Mayer, who got 2 wins, even made it into the playoffs. I'm just baffled of how badly Brandon Jones was. But for everyone else, all guy was correct. Josh Berry was correct, but I was expecting him to win, but he got invited points, so it didn't really matter. Jonathan Nemechek, Cole Custer, that was right. Austin Hill was right, and he was the regular season champion. And then Sheldon Creed was also correct, so I'm glad I got Creed. I was a bit worried if I didn't say Sheldon Creed, but luckily I did. I don't really think any of them really needs like an introduction, I should say. All of them have been phenomenal in the Xfinity Series. I mean, Nemechek. I guess it's Nemechek's and Custer's first full-time Xfinity Series season since, I don't know, maybe around 2019, 2020, maybe. I'm not too sure.
True. I'm pretty sure it was 2019.
I mean, Nemechek, obviously, he's in top equipment with Joe Gibbs Racing, and Cole Custer. He's obviously coming back down to the Xfinity Series. I'm pretty sure the last time he was in the Xfinity Series, he won with S's Greenlight Racing last year.
That's true,
So
he did do that.
Definitely, the Xfinity Series suits Cole Custer. We'll say that.
It did.
I think Custer's definitely going to be a favorite. I think Nemechek will also be a favorite. For everyone else, well, Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, Austin Hill, Brian Jones, and Creed. Obviously, all of them have been veterans of the Xfinity Series. I mean, Brian Jones, he's moving from Joe Gibbs Racing to Junior Motorsports this year, and that's, I guess, a bit of an upgrade. Maybe no, I'm not too sure, but both of them.
Not for Brandon Jones, apparently.
Those teams have been basically on par from like season to season. So, yeah. So I don't think anything's really going to change for Brian Jones if he keeps going consistent and wins some races, especially in Junior Motorsports equipment. I think he's going to do very, very well. And he didn't. He didn't win any races, and he was incredibly inconsistent. To be fair, some of them was not his fault, but most of them was his fault. So it was pretty bad either way. Allgaier, he needs to keep going. I mean, he needs to keep being consistent. Josh Berry, he also needs to be consistent. Austin Hill, he's probably going to take a win from one of the super speedway tracks. And Sheldon Creed, he will get his first Xfinity Series win this season.
He hasn't gotten a win yet, but he's in the playoffs, so at least that's a good thing.
I hope he does, though. But that's a certain one. Obviously, it will be at this side. Yeah, so obviously you can see the list on the corner as well, right next to me. Next one, I have 4 drivers part of the likely side. Well, we have Daniel Hemrick, Sammy Smith, Riley Herbst, and Sam Mayer.
Ooh, okay. Now, Riley Herbst, he was actually a pretty good contender of making it to the playoffs for like the whole year. Like, I'm pretty sure coming to Kansas, it was 1 point. 1 point from entering into the playoffs over Parker Kligerman. but I'm pretty sure that's like what I'm pretty sure that was like above of like 12 or something, or even 20 points, something big, because Herbs got screwed over and Kligerman finished inside of the top 5. So it was the Kligerman he was in, but Herbs he was out. So yeah, pretty unlucky there. Luckily, I said Sam Mayer. I was a bit worried if I didn't say Sam Mayer, but I said Sam Mayer, so that was good. I said Sammy Smith, which was also pretty good as well, and Daniel Hemrick, who, I'll be honest, I kind of forgot about. Like, I completely forgot that he was actually in the Xfinity series, just because of just like he's been very quiet. But that's just Daniel Hemrick as a whole. He's been incredibly quiet, and then his consistency definitely helps him during the playoffs. But I mean, last year wasn't that great for him. But we'll see how he goes in the now new number 10 car for Colleague Racing.
So obviously we have Daniel Hemrick from Colleague Racing. I mean, that's fair enough. Colleague didn't have a good season last year, so I expect him to obviously make a bounce back. But we'll have to see about that. Sammy Smith, obviously, he's a rookie. So obviously, minimum for him is to make it to the playoffs in Jacobs Racing Equipment, and hopefully he does. Riley Herbst, he's just been there. I'll be honest, he hasn't really been doing much. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that. And Sam May, obviously very very young. I think he's like in his early 20s. I'm pretty sure. He did have a very very good rookie campaign. Obviously he was maybe he was also very very consistent, just like his junior motorsports teammates. But I do hope he doesn't. I hope he's not too overconfident on himself and basically just like starts making a lot of silly mistakes. I don't think he will do that.
He did in Darlington with Parker Kligerman, but I mean, it didn't really matter. Kligerman was still in the playoffs. Well, got into playoffs either way, so I don't think it really mattered.
But that's why I have them on the likely side. And for the possible, there's actually one driver on part of the possible, and that possible driver is Chandler Smith.
Oh, okay, I was worried if I didn't say Chandler Smith. Holy crap! Whew, thank God. Anyways, well, Chandler Smith did actually make it in pretty convincingly. How many wins? I'm pretty sure he got 3 wins. He got like 3 or 2 wins. I'm pretty sure in the regular season, which is really really good. So he was really good in the regular season. But yeah, I mean, he was just very consistent, very very good. Maybe the best Colleague car. Between him and Hemrick, which is, I'll be honest, it's not that difficult considering that Hemrick he can't get the wins. He's very very consistent, yes, but he can't get the wins, which is a bit of an issue. But either way, at least both Colleague Racing cars are in the playoffs, and they made it to playoffs in my predictions. At least that's a good sign.
Who apparently is not competing for Rookie of the Year, and I think he might be, but I'm not too sure about that. I have to wait and see. But I think he will just make it to the playoffs. Obviously, he's part Colleague. He's obviously running that 16 car that A.J. Allmendinger was basically ripping apart in. He was he was the only Colleague driver who could challenge the likes of Noah Greggs and Tiger, Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, all of those drivers. He was the only Colleague driver who could actually compete for wins. So, I think Chandler Smith would just make it into the playoffs, but obviously he's a rookie. Apparently, and he's not a rookie, but whatever. So I don't know. Have to we do have to see about that because not too fully convinced on Chandler Smith. Even though he did pretty well in his Xfinity Series races with Sam Hunt Racing. But obviously this is Colleague. This is obviously he's a top team. He's in a top team now.
Jesus. I had a lot
of Colleague had a bit of a nosedive last year, but I think they're definitely going to improve from last year. So yeah, that's really about it for my predictions. Other drivers you can maybe say, there's actually quite a few drivers
Who did I say?
You can maybe say Parker Kligerman for Big Machine Racing.
Yep.
Who else? You can maybe say whoever's driving the 10 car, but even though that might be part time, but I'm not too sure though. You can maybe say Jeremy Clements if you really want to somehow make an upset. You can maybe even say RSS Racing with Ryan Sieg. Maybe Jordan Anderson Racing with Jeb Burton and Parker Retzlaff. I think maybe Retzlaff might actually turn some heads. And
okay, so I actually said both drivers who miss out on the playoffs, that being Parker Kligerman and Jeb Burton. I'll be honest, I was not expecting Burton to win Talladega, and then Kligerman just pointed his way in, so yeah, I'll be honest, that's actually not too bad of a list. That's actually pretty good. that's basically 10 out of 12. You know what? I'll give myself that. That's good. I like that. I think that's on par with my Truck Series predictions. It's just my Cup Series one was not good at all. So this is actually better than my Cup Series one and exactly the same as the Truck Series. So at least that's a positive. Well, that was actually a bit of a positive outcome from my Xfinity Series predictions. So I would actually like you to do something for me as well, to like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me, but that's really bad of me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.